I joined the Royal Marines when I was 17 years old because I wanted to serve. Ultimately, I deployed to Afghanistan. When I was there, I was wounded in an improvised explosive device. I sustained trauma from pretty much my head all the way down to my knees. That for me was a big adjustment because I'd lost that sense of service. I'd lost my sense of purpose. I was in a hospital for 9 weeks. They were putting 10,000 calories into me on a daily basis when I first woke up, and that still wasn't enough. You begin to lose a little bit of sight of who you are within the world around you. One of the main aspects of my disability is that I live with pain every day. And ultimately my pain barrier, my threshold, I will reach a point where I have to stop doing whatever it is I am doing. Or I'm going to have to endure somewhere outside of my comfort barrier. But to be able to progress, you have to take that step. Recovery is a long process, and they call you a patient for a reason. And it's looking for the small victories every day. I mean, I remember the physio asking me to try and stand on my tiptoes, and I wasn't physically capable of doing that. And again, 5 weeks before, I'd been in Afghanistan, jumping out of helicopters. And I was very fortunate. I took part in the Invictus Games here at the Olympic Park back in 2014. And that was the sort of catalyst moment that showed me that all of these skills and mindset and this resilience I'd developed over the years could ultimately be applied to something new. There were TV cameras, and there were people standing behind them, and there were people standing in front of them. And I remember looking across at them and sort of saying, that's what I want to do next. And I've gone on to present the Invictus Games and the Paralympics. I set myself the target of becoming the first presenter with a disability to ever present the Olympic Games. And I was very fortunate to be able to do that at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. With any physical injury, a trauma, or even if you're long-term sick, there is a big psychological impact on that. And that's what's so important about rehabilitation, is that it's that full wraparound service that allows an individual to fulfill their truest potential. And that potential may have changed. Research shows that about 1 in 3 people are living with some sort of long-term sickness or ailment. And I'm one of those 3. Just think about what that person is living through and how those circumstances could be changed. And if they were supported, if they were rehabilitated properly, what could they go on to achieve? And what could they do for the organizations that they're part of? Because as you go through recovery, you can come out the other end a better individual for it. You become a more resilient, more adaptive person. And that in turn can make you a better employee, can make you a better father. It gives you even more of a sense of purpose.